true.
I know where you may find the gauntlets of the Crusader, for I was the one who lost them. Though many know where they are still lost. I believe there is something you must do in order to retrieve them. Would you listen to my tale and learn of the gauntlet's fate? When the order fractured, I followed Sir Beric into war, taking the gauntlets with me. When it was over, I returned to Cyrodiil. I attempted to return to the service of the Nine, but the war had changed me. I no longer had sympathy for the weak or pity for the suffering. In the brief time I was there, I did more to hurt the chapel than help it. It was there that I was cursed. A beggar who came to the chapel each day for help tried my patience one too many times. I lost my temper and struck him. My blow landed harder than I had intended, and he fell to the floor dead, killed in the very chapel of the God of Mercy. I left the chapel at once, of course, but the damage was done. I was weak, constantly weary, and lacked the energy to do almost anything. Ah, yes. As proof of the deed, when I struck the poor man, the gauntlets slipped right off my hands and fell to the floor. Heavy as stone, they would not move. None could lift them. I suspect they lie there still, in Coral's chapel. You must prove to Stendar you are worthy to lift the gauntlets once more. Seek out the priests in Coral. Perhaps they can help you. When Sir Juncan died while questing after the boots, I mourned his loss. Now I wonder if perhaps it was a mercy that he left us when he did. I have no doubt that they still lie within the chapel of Stendar in Coral. No mortal man could lift them. Sir Rolvus quested for the mace after Sir Beric's betrayal. He believed that with the mace he would be able to bring the rest of us together. He stayed in the chapel of Leowyn for months, attempting the test over and over. He hardly ate, hardly slept. In the end he failed. He left the chapel broken and beaten. Sir Amiel found his body and laid him to rest here at the priory. We had only the best of intentions. Truly we did. We meant only to serve the Nine and the Empire. It's hard to believe it all went so wrong. It was placed on me for defying the teachings of Stendar in his very chapel. My entire lineage was ruined by this curse. Whether it is connected to the fate of the gauntlets, I do not know. May your sword strike true.
Sorry, no time to talk. I have to deliver these copies of the Black Horse Courier. Here, take a copy. It's free.
Who will help an old beggar? Fine greetings to you.
I can't believe that Glister would live with that Marintus Angus. Shameful. her being such a lovely girl.
I don't see a problem with it. Perhaps they're in love.
So long.
Be seeing.
How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Great.
Have you ever been interested in joining the Mages Guild?
Yes, I thought about it when I was younger, but it just wasn't for me. What brings you here, my lady? Ah, yes. The gauntlets have been here for ages. I know only the basic story behind them. They're more of a novelty these days. My only real involvement with them these days is keeping the youngsters from hurting themselves trying to pick the gauntlets up. What is your interest in them, if I may ask? Yes, well, I don't know the whole thing. A great many years ago, a knight of the old order did something terrible, and the gauntlets just fell off. They dropped to the floor right where he stood, and no one could lift them. It was a sign of the curse placed upon this knight by Stendar, I think. That curse still lingers on today, in fact. Poor Kellen. Oh, why, he's a descendant of that very knight from so long ago. The curse has affected his family all these years. He suffers from it now. He came here from Hammerfell seeking a cure, but, well, there's really nothing that can be done for him, I think. He may know more of the story than I. Perhaps you should speak with him, if he's feeling well enough. He's down in the chapel hall, resting. You may speak to him if you like. It's a horrible thing, truly. One cannot help but pity those such as Kellen, who have such a burden placed on them, through no fault of their own. But if it is the will of the Nine, then there is little that can be done. The gauntlets have been here far longer than any of us. I don't expect that to ever change. They'll almost certainly be here long after we're all gone. Certainly after Kellen's family has died out. The church has taken no... Been to Fire and Steel recently? Rashida has some nice new swords in there. And she's a friendly one, she is.
Good day.
Bye.
I'm Rena Bruyant. I love dogs. Doesn't everyone? They probably call us the dog people here in town. Romalis and I love dogs. We have quite a few. So sweet and well-behaved you wouldn't believe. Farewell.
The pleasure is all mine. What is it? Is there a cure? Has Arelder found a cure? I know there's something he's not telling me. Ah, so you've heard it, have you? Terrible curse. Been in the family almost longer than anyone can remember. When I was younger, I could live with it. Wasn't so bad. But it's only gotten worse over time. I'd come here, to the place it all happened, in the hopes that something could be done. I fear I haven't much time left otherwise. Arelder has let me stay, mostly out of pity, I think. But there's something else. I swear he knows more than he tells. I've seen plenty of pity in people's eyes over the years. I grew up recognizing it. But with Arelder, there's something else there. And when he speaks to me, there are times I'd swear he sounds apologetic. Guilty, even. Why would that be? What reason does he have to hold back information? I know I'm a doomed man one way or the other. Speak to him if you can. Convince him to tell me what he knows as a dying man's last wish. You've seen them, I assume. The only evidence of what happened so many years ago. Do you know that I thought perhaps I could lift them? That somehow this curse would be lifted if I could pick them up? I tried for hours, until my whole body ached, and I could barely move. I lay there on the floor next to them, weeping. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I've been at the end of my rope for far too long to be ashamed of anything. Northern Goods and Trade is an excellent place to buy supplies. Farewell.
Hi there. Welcome, Knight Commander. I cannot face him. I know what might be done for him, but I haven't the will to do it. I wish I could help him. Truly I do. But I cannot muster the strength to damn myself on his behalf. The curse. I know what would lift it, but I cannot do it. The only way to free Kellen of his curse is to take it on myself. I am not strong enough to do this, and so I am a failure. I fail Kellen every time I speak to him, and I fail Stendar every time I pray to him and do not ask for the power to lift the curse. Do you know one who would do such a thing? One who would pray at this chapel's altar, pray to Stendar for the power to lift this curse? I've told you, the only way to lift the curse from Kellen is to pray to Stendar for the power to free him. But that means taking the curse on yourself. You'll be marked for life, as will all your children and your children's children. Farewell.
Hi! I'm Otius Loren, primate of Stendar. You stand before God's servant in the House of the Nine. Be humble and show respect. Bye.
Hello. Come back to see the doomed man, have you? I don't know why they're still... Be seeing you. How did you? I feel good. I feel good. I don't feel like death. I feel like running. I can't believe it. I feel normal. Thank you so much. You have no idea what this means to me. I finally have a chance to get out and see the world. I'm not wasting another second of my life. And I'm forever indebted to you, friend. Farewell. Look at me! Good day. Take care.
Please, go ahead.
Well met.